Now listen everybody, I typically do not want to go anywhere near politics in my videos. My channel is typically not the place when it comes to politics. It's mainly due to horror, anime related things, you guys know by now. But this video, this one particular statement, really pissed me off. As soon as I saw this and I heard about it, words could not begin to describe how much my blood was boiling. As you guys know, I'm looking to study autism. I want to go into a job to help people with autism, help students with autism, help workplaces to begin to educate themselves on how to best look after people with autism, and just in general get the world to understand the condition just a little better. And it's videos like these which really sets that back. And words can't begin to describe how annoyed I am. So now we're going to be watching the video here about RFK Jr.'s statements on autism and why they are such utter shit. Sorry, I am not holding anything back today, guys, because this really annoys me. As a guy who studies autism, who knows quite a bit about it, there are so many things wrong with this video. No offense to the news reporters, by the way, because they're just reporting what was said. But let's get into it, everybody, because strap in, this might get a little heated.
Kennedy Jr.'s controversial new comments on autism.
At his first news conference as health secretary, Kennedy addressed the CDC's latest report on the rising number of children being diagnosed with autism, and Thompson has the latest.
Some of the key numbers.
Speaking for nearly 30 minutes, the nation's top health official, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., taking aim at the CDC's latest report on rising autism rates.
This is a preventable disease. We know it's an environmental exposure.
And right there is when he loses all kinds of credibility. First things first, autism is not a disease. It has never been a disease. It is a neurological condition. And it's not preventable, we know this, guys. Autism is something that shouldn't be prevented, it shouldn't be stopped, it shouldn't be cured. We should look into it and embrace the differences. Because who the hell wants a world where everybody is exactly the same with the same brains? It's boring. And just hearing it being labelled as a disease makes me want to punch my screen. I'm genuinely so annoyed.
Report released Tuesday says 1 in 31 8-year-olds were identified with autism spectrum disorder in 2022, up from 1 in 36 in 2020.
And yeah, that's a good thing. More people need to be diagnosed. Also, you notice how they don't really mention anything about women. Let's get into that in a bit.
RFK Jr. discounting the CDC's own previous finding that genetic predisposition is a risk factor in developing autism.
First of all, risk factor? No, lady, that's not how that works. And again, no offense, she's just reading off of this. But no, that is not how that works. Risk factor? You're treating autism like it's AIDS or cancer, that's not how it works. You're born with autism. You don't develop it, you're born with it. And then the traits begin to show later on as you grow up. That's not how that works. You don't develop autism like a disease. Like, seriously, come on now, we know this.
And doubling down on his assertion that it's an epidemic.
No, it's not. Because if you're calling it an epidemic, you would be describing it as a disease like COVID, which it's certainly not. Also, epidemics are most likely deadly or cause serious distress, which autism doesn't do. And I don't know why they never knew about this, considering all the research we have on autism nowadays.
Genes do not cause epidemics.
Which is, I guess, true, but it also discounts his point of saying that autism is an epidemic, which is wrong. How can a neurological condition be linked to an epidemic of some kind? In fact, why don't I bring you guys up some studies about autism? According to the NHS, it says here, autism is not an illness. Being autistic doesn't mean you have an illness or a disease. So that's already discrediting what Mr. RFK has to say, because that's wrong. You don't develop autism, you're born with it, and it is not a disease. Therefore, it can't be a pandemic, or an epidemic, I suggest he says. I'm stammering because I am trying to keep my cool here. If you're autistic your whole life. It's not a medical condition with treatments or a cure. And it's very offensive to say that. And it's not clear what causes autism. It's not caused by bad parenting, it's not caused by vaccines, diets, or any other things like this. We still don't fully know what causes autism. and just what he said is just completely wrong. Like, we have research from credible sources to prove him wrong. The NHS, for example. But let's get back to the video. Oh, here we go.
Warren is one of the authors of the CDC report.
We have data that a certain percentage of some types of autism can be clearly explained by genetic differences. We have other evidence suggesting that actually it's the complex interplay of environmental factors.
RFK Jr.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But what he said there about genetics is very true. There have been evidences to support that autism is linked in some way towards genetics.
Jr.'s bleak description of people living with autism causing outrage.
As it should, because this goes all the way back to I have autism, or I am autism from Autism Speaks. You guys remember that horrible video I did a video on? Yeah, this really gives off vibes of that, and every single person has the right to show that off, that they're annoyed. Also, you notice how they don't ever mention autism diagnosis in women, and how rare it is for women to be diagnosed, and how much struggle they go through. No, they don't, because it doesn't fit the narrative. Autism in women is definitely a problem. We need to get better studies to understand the symptoms in women, and they need to be diagnosed earlier. So they're only calling it an epidemic for one side, but they don't mention anything to do with autism in women, which is a massive problem. It's a load of bollocks, it's just cherry picking so it can fit the narrative.
Autism destroys families. These are kids who will never pay taxes.
That is so wrong on so many levels. So many famous people who have done so many great things are autistic. In fact, let's get some examples, shall we? Here we go, here are some famous people you guys might have heard of, such as Albert Einstein, Daryl Hannah, Anthony Hopkins, Tim Burton, Henry Cavendish, one of the famous scientists, Charles Darwin, Emily Dickinson, Bobby Fischer, Bill Gates, of all people. Yeah, billionaire, Bill Gates. Can't pay taxes, apparently. What about Michelangelo, Isaac Newton, Jerry Seinfeld, Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, one of the most popular franchises of all time. I think it's actually the most profitable, media franchise in the world. Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk, Dr. Vernon Smith. Do I need to go on, honestly? His statements on, oh, they'll never pay taxes, oh, they'll never live a normal life. Oh yeah, maybe these guys don't live a normal life, but they live a better life, they live a good life. And just those statements saying that we're just helpless little cupcakes who can't do anything for ourselves, and we have to get help, and we won't live a normal life, is total and utter crap. It is not true in the slightest.
They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date.
Oh, really? Okay, what did Albert Einstein get up to? Oh, scientist. What did Anthony Hopkins get up to? Oh, would you look at that? Actor, movie director, scientist, naturalist, geologist, biologist, poet, chess grandmaster, co-founder of Microsoft. Yeah, mate, you're not speaking at all. You're speaking utter cap. You're wrong.
And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children.
And you see statements like that is just so wrong. This is giving off the wrong kind of message, everybody. You know, if stuff like this is accepted as fact, autistic people are going to suffer. No, autism is not on anyone. Families don't cause autism. It's not a problem in families. It's just something they need a little help with. The way he's describing autism is generally like a disease, which is absolutely disgusting.
And we need to put an end to it.
It is.
No, the hell we don't. And yes, go off, girl. Let's hear what you have to say, Jessica.
It is dehumanizing, and it is flat out wrong.
Sam Brand.
You're damn right it's flat out wrong. Because autism is something that can be helped. It is not a horrible disease, as RFK Jr. likes to describe it as.
Has a PhD in physics and is an autism researcher.
Yeah, just like me. I do a lot of research on autism too, so go off.
He and his 7-year-old son both have autism.
I think a lot of autistic people have quite a bit to contribute to the world.
Oh yeah, of course they do, yeah. Going back to what the NHS says, or stuff here. Oh yeah, contributed. Oh, I wonder what Microsoft has done. Oh, I wonder what Satoshi Tajiri has done. Oh, created one of the most popular media franchises of all time. Oh, what about Nikola Tesla, for example? Oh yeah, I bet they didn't do much, did they? According to RFK Jr. Yeah, no mate. They did a lot for the world. A lot of it good.
He says he plans to provide more autism data in real time, adding that he'll direct resources to studying environmental factors, exposures, and external factors.
Sorry, mate, I'm not trusting a word you said. How about we get people who actually know what the hell they're talking about to do this, yeah? I think that's the best. Right, so that's pretty much the end, except, oh, there's like 6 seconds left.
And that's where we're going to find the answer.
Yeah, I don't trust his word at all, everybody. So I bet this is probably one of the angriest videos you've heard me go into. Because, yeah, wow, there is so much wrong with this video, and so much wrong with his statements. Autism is nothing like how he described, everybody. Don't buy into the BS at all. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all enjoyed some of the statements and facts that I've shown here with the NHS and some famous people who have accomplished some great things with autism, and why RFK Jr. is speaking out of his rear. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, my darks.